Hey guys, Jessica here from the DIBY Club, and today we're going to be talking about raw denim, how to take care of your denim, how to prepare it for sewing, and everything in between. So first things first, what is raw denim? So raw denim is exactly what you would expect it to be. It is denim that has been woven into a material, it's been dyed, and it's been cut and shipped to you. It really hasn't been messed with in any other way. It hasn't been washed, hasn't been treated with anything. It's just denim in its most pure form. And a lot of the times you're going to get raw denim by the yard. There are some instances where your by the yard denim is not raw denim, and I'll talk to you about that in just a second here. But most of the time when you're working with homemade denim projects, you're going to be working with raw denim. So if you go to the store and you've purchased a pair of jeans and they feel nice and soft and floppy and kind of brushed feeling, and then you go to make your own jeans. So you go and buy some denim by the yard and it feels stiffer. A lot of people wonder, why can't I get that nice soft feeling of denim by the yard as I do from my ready-to-wear clothing? And it's because you can't really process the denim by the yard like they do with ready-to-wear clothes. When they make ready-to-wear clothes, they have sewn them up with raw denim, and then they go ahead and wash it, process it, do chemical treatments or laser treatments, other things to really break in the denim. So when you get your fabric by the yard, it's not that it's cheaper material, it's just it hasn't been processed yet. So the only thing that makes denim that's sold by the yard not raw denim is that in some cases you may be getting a denim that has what's called an anti-crocking treatment on it. So most people are familiar with the term bleeding. You know, you get a nice dark pair of jeans, you throw them in the wash, you accidentally throw in a white shirt with it, and then your shirt comes out blue, and it's because the dye has been bleeding in the wash. So bleeding is when the dye transfers while the fabric is wet, and crocking is when the dye transfers when it's dry. So if you've ever gotten another dark pair of jeans and you've worn them for a few days, and have you ever noticed like your underwear is turning blue or your legs are even turning blue, that's crocking. It's because the dye is transferring when the fabric is in fact dry. So some fabrics, denim fabrics that are sold by the yard, will have an anti-crocking treatment applied to them, which disqualifies that from being a raw denim. So those are really the different options that you might be finding when you're shopping for denim by the yard. And I'm going to be talking to you about how you want to prep and care for your denim that's raw denim. So when you're thinking about how you want to prep and care for your denim projects, you have to consider what exactly your goal is for this project. Do you want it to just be really simple, one and done type of a deal? You don't want to worry about how you launder it. You don't want to worry about how often you have to wash it, things like that. Do you want to manually distress it? Do you want to have some natural fading lines? All these need to be considered when you're getting ready to start your project before you even start. So it's gonna come down to 3 different methods here. We have a simple wash and wear method, a manual distressing method, and the raw denim experience. So simple wash and wear, this is for people couple things. First, it's going to be for people that want to just get it done. They want it to fit perfect the first go around, just ready to wear right after it's sewn. This is for people that need to be able to wash their pants or their garment regularly. Maybe like for me, I've got young kids, so I constantly have spills on me, so I need to be able to wash it really easy. It's also for people that just like the color of the denim that they bought. Maybe you don't want any fading on it, and you want it to just keep its rich dye color tone to it as you wear it. So if any of this rings true for you, then you want to be using the simple wash and wear method. To do this, all you're going to do is wash it on hot 3 times, And in between those cycles, shift the fabric around a little bit. This is going to keep the dye from pooling in sections of the material, which can make like dark streaks on your denim material. So in between the washes, give it a little shift. And then on your last wash, your last hot wash, use a product called Retain. I'm going to put a link, an affiliate link to purchase that from Amazon in the description of this video. And Retain is going to help keep the color sealed, the dye sealed into the denim. This is going to keep it from crocking or from bleeding in the future. So with this being a simple wash and wear method, this is going to get as much of the excess dye out as possible. It's going to make the denim stretch as much as possible right off the bat. It should fit you really comfortably right after you've sewed it, and it's going to be really easy to take care of. So after you have sewn up your garment with this, it's super easy. Just launder it however you normally would launder your jeans. Quick note, when it comes to drying denim, there is oils in the fiber that you really don't want to dry out. So try to line dry it if you can, air dry your denim. If you have the space for it and the time and the convenience. If you can't and you want to use the dryer, then dry it on low so that you can pull it out just before it's bone dry. Let it finish drying, air drying, and to help try to keep and maintain the integrity of the fabric so that it lasts long for you and it's not getting holes in it any earlier than it should. Now the second method is if you plan on manually distressing your jeans. So after you sew your jeans, if you want to sand them down, create some whiskers, bleach them, do something to them that's going to create your own fading quicker rather than just waiting for them to naturally show up. If you want to manually distress your jeans, it's very similar to the wash and wear method, but just a smidgen different. The only thing is that on your washes, you're going to do the 3 hot washes again, but don't use Retain on the 3rd wash because you want to encourage the crocking of the denim so that when you're sanding it or using your Dremel drill or bleaching or whatever it is, there's nothing that's keeping that dye sealed into the denim. So same deal, go ahead and wash it the 3 times, give it a little shift between the washes, but do not use the Retain, and then dry it either on low or air dry it if at all possible. Now after you have sewn together your jeans and you've already done all of the distressing that you want to do to it, it looks the way that you want it to look. Now you want to go ahead and put it in the wash and use the Retain to help seal in the remaining dye that's left in the jeans, keep them from bleeding, keep them from crocking, and keep them looking the way that you wanted them to look when you did your manual distressing to them. And finally, the last option is if you want the raw denim experience. So people that enjoy the raw denim experience, they want something that's really unique. This is going to be a way to get really custom fade lines. These are going to be unique to your body, to your lifestyle. They're just going to be 100% unique to you. Another thing is that you're not messing with the denim as much as possible using this method. So it's going to keep your jeans lasting as long as possible. They're going to last a long time and you won't need to worry about them wearing out sooner by overwashing them, or of course when you're manually distressing them, you are purposefully damaging the fabric. So the raw denim experience is for people that want a custom unique look that money cannot buy, and then also for people that want their jeans to last a long time. So to have raw denim fade marks, you do not want to seal in the dye and you want to keep as much dye in the denim as possible. So this means we need to pre-shrink the fabric without removing too much of the dye. So you're only going to be doing 1 hot wash and you will not be using any sort of detergent, fabric softener, anything, color sealer, anything. Just hot water to help shrink up those fibers. And then air dry it. Please try to air dry it. If you can't air dry it, once again, dry it on low and make sure that you pull it out before it's bone dry. Then once you've sewn it up, you're just going to wear them. You're not going to wash them. You're going to try your hardest not to wash them for months on end. Wash them as little as possible. Spot clean any spots that you need to on them. Throw them in the freezer to help kill any bacteria. You can use some Febreze. If they are so stinky that you cannot stand it anymore, then flip them inside out. Put them on a very delicate cold wash with some Woolite Dark to help keep as much of the dye in as possible, but really you just want to try to refrain from washing them if at all, to try to encourage those natural fade marks that will come from just wearing them. The more you wash them, the more it redistributes the dye, so it's going to keep you from getting those fade marks. And that is how you're going to maintain that raw denim experience for you. So I hope this was helpful for you. I'm excited to see what you make from your denim. If you want some really awesome raw denim, check out our DIBY Denim shop. We have beautiful denims, raw denims, high quality, the best that you can buy, and of course the coordinating hardware that you would need. And if you're looking for a fun project to make with your denim, check out our new jean patterns that are available at DIBY.club. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Before you forget, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our future videos. And I hope to see you next time.